What's up, my tribe? It's me, Salia, Salia Marie 1243, your fairy tarot sister. Today we are doing something a little bit different, so this is not going to be a pick a card. This video is actually going to be a message for all of my star seeds. Now, I realize that some of you coming to this video may not know what a star seed is. So the short explanation for that, and maybe I'll make another video that goes a little bit more in depth about it, but basically what a starseed is a being who has not lived all their lifetimes on Earth. A lot of you are starting to get Akashic record reading or past life readings with me lately, and we've been discovering that a lot of you guys are star seeds and you're coming from all of these different planets and star constellations, and it's really cool to see. So if you were in my TikTok live like a couple days ago, this is going to be a just a note, this is going to be a timeless message, so whenever you're coming across it you're supposed to, but specifically for those people who were there when I had a brand new guide appear to me. His name is Light Being Carl is what we're calling him. Let me know if you guys want a story time about that if you weren't there, or even if you were, just so you can we can recount the memory of Light Being Carl, who is literally right here just staring at me. So basically I have a new guide. His name is Light Being Carl. He is here from, I believe, another planet. I think he's an ancestor of mine from another planet, and he has been giving me non-stop downloads since he's been here. So it's really cool. I have been really called to do this video for a little while now, but I think the appearance of Light Being Carl has really just kind of put it into perspective for me that I need to do it sooner rather than later. So this is not going to be a pick a card. This is just for anybody who comes across it and feels like they need to watch it for whatever reason. There are messages in here for you. We did talk about a collective shift of consciousness lately on TikTok, and how a lot of starseeds are awakening. I've been called to do some interesting things like workshops on how to activate your crown chakra, and that actually happened on TikTok as well, where we ended up doing a sound bowl meditation with this sweet little crown chakra bowl. Her name is Lila. You guys named her on TikTok. But yeah, so basically I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm filming this in between my personal readings. If you guys would like to schedule a personal reading, an Akashic Records reading with me, please DM me on Instagram until my website is up. It's still not up, but hopefully it will be soon. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm using the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. So I'm gonna use this deck, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of channeling as well. I feel like this is gonna cause a little whew, and I have chills. Some of you guys might have ringing in your ears. I want you guys to pay attention to what you're seeing, hearing, feeling while you're getting these messages. Ask for a confirmation sign from your guides. Know that you might not see it today in this reading, or you could see it outside later. Ask for a confirmation. Kind of ground yourself, take some deep breaths before we get into these messages, and yeah, I think this is going to be a really good one. Whoo! Okay, yes, first off, I should have probably mirrored this, but whatever, okay? So it says, you're not alone. It says isolation, physical connection, community. Exactly. So this is especially for my people who have been feeling really alone lately. You've been feeling like maybe you're different. You've been feeling like you don't quite fit in. You feel isolated. I'm seeing a very specific card that we pulled the other day. I think it's called the Void, if you guys were on TikTok when I was channeling these messages at very first. But basically this card is a reminder that you aren't alone. If you're here, chances are you're a starseed, whether you understand what that means now or not. But I think this is part of your awakening to yourself as a starseed, understanding your beautiful energy, understanding that you're not alone, that there are other people like you. I feel like this is also an activation of your third eye and crown chakra around this time, or a reactivation for some of you as well. Because basically what our crown chakra does, I was explaining this in one of my latest workshops. Our crown chakra opens us up to universal consciousness. It helps us to understand that we are all one, that everybody here on earth, everybody in the spiritual realms, like we're all part of this bigger system. So this message that you're not alone, I think a lot of you guys have probably been feeling very isolated, very lonely, very afraid. I'm also getting. There's also possibly things that you are discovering about yourself. I'm seeing a lot of people kind of waking up. I actually just saw specifically somebody touching their third eye. So I think you guys might be feeling like tingles there. There could be like pimples or like other stuff going on there. Those are good indications that your pineal gland, which is your third eye, is decalcifying, which is like it's starting to open up. It might be doing a couple little sleepy blinks and waking up, but overall this is a huge message. This is almost like almost like a wake-up call, and we're really being called to find our purpose in life. We're really being called to remember that even when we are not physically around each other, that we are all connected to each other. Okay, I want you guys to see, look at this, the way that this lightning kind of thing is going on between their hands. Okay, like even though they are not touching, they are connected, because they're connected through their energy is something very important to point out as well. Okay, and look at how their outfits as well are kind of like made up of, like, I'm getting like cosmic stardust type of vibes. Like you are realizing that you are an infinite being. Some of you guys might have just realized that you are Starseed, or that you do have past lives. Some of you could be new souls or old souls. I'm also getting rainbow children. There might be a lot of rainbow children in here. So if any of that is resonating with you, this is literally just a confirmation from your guides. They sent you here specifically so that you could hear these messages, especially if you guys have been feeling alone, isolated, crying a lot. Maybe I feel like crying, so I think I'm picking up on a lot of that energy where you're just feeling very overwhelmed maybe by a lot of the stuff that's going on in your life. Shedding of skin. I'm seeing a snake. It's slithering, but its skin is shedding off. It's seeming like a lot of us are going through this huge, deep level of transformation, this cleansing almost as well, because I'm getting a lot of watery, swirly type of energy as well. Another thing that I get is a lot of you guys might be really feeling called to work with what is this, clear quartz lately, or Lemurian quartz. This isn't Lemurian, I don't believe, but you guys might be feeling really called to clear quartz at this time. I'm feeling like if you want to meditate on clear quartz, this is a confirmation. Like, go ahead and do that. If you're astral projecting, I would also say this might be one that you want to use. If you are trying to meet your guides for the first time, that's just a download that I'm getting. And some of you guys might have already done that, so this is just a confirmation. So yeah, you are not alone. Just remember, like, there's a whole connection of us. We are all connected to each other. And if you've been feeling lonely, just know that your guides are with you. Some of you guys might have recently been feeling pressure on your shoulders. Maybe like somebody is touching your shoulders. Or maybe you are feeling that right now. If you are, that's your guides letting you know that they're there. Okay? I'm also getting a really, really strong urge to tell you guys to drink more water. A lot of like Lemurian vibes here, where you're being called to drink more water, because when we're going through these deep molecular changes, we be getting thirsty, baby. We need to replenish our bodies. Remember how much of our body is actually made of water. And yeah, that's going to be very helpful for you guys as well. Exactly. Hello. Okay, so I shuffled the deck again. We have deep cellular healing. It says Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. We are going through a huge collective consciousness and this shift where we are healing ourselves, and by healing ourselves, you are healing each other as well. So just know, if you've been feeling kind of like nutso lately, you've been feeling like maybe you've been hearing things, your ears are ringing, you're seeing like random jets of light, orbs, maybe you're hearing voices, like you're not alone, you're not the only person who's going through this. There's a whole collective of us, and I would love for everybody to kind of comment, if you guys could, down below. Just put out your support for each other. Just let people know that they're not alone. Let people know if you're comfortable sharing what you're going through, so that people can go through and see like, okay, I'm not the only one whose ears are ringing all the time. I'm not the only one who's having these wild dreams, because we're all doing this together. We are all healing together. And the more, I feel like crying, the more that we understand how much of an actual collective we really are, the more that we understand that we are all tied to each other, and that we all have our individual part to play in this grand scheme of the cosmos. Like, the more we understand and the more we can like raise our own consciousness, and therefore raise the consciousness of those around us. Okay, I probably have a lot of empaths, a lot of light workers in here. I just saw somebody with like a wand. So maybe you guys are really stepping into your power right now. And if you have been struggling with that, if you've been struggling with, stepping into your gifts, just know that that journey is starting to smooth out for you. Just know it's going to start to smooth out, especially if you're listening to the messages that are around you constantly. If you're tuned in, if your crown chakra, your third eye are open, that's going to help you so much to communicate with your guides, your ancestors, your angels in this really, really prominent, meaningful way that will help you to, again, heal yourself and heal others around you. Okay, so I do feel like a lot of times when we are going through such rapid growth, it can hurt. So your body might be a little bit achy lately, like ascension flu type of thing, right? I did a TikTok video on that, like ascension flu. Your body might feel achy, you might feel a little bit stuffy, but that's why we're drinking the water, right? To help to like drain out anything that doesn't belong. Also, grounding yourself is super important, just overall for everybody. Also protection. I'm getting this sense of protection. If somebody was looking for how to protect yourselves, as you start to like do shifting and astral projection, I'm being called to talk to you guys about protection for that. What I am seeing is the way that I usually protect myself as I go into my astral projections, and that's what I want you guys to do, is picture a bright ball of white light over your head. You might want to meditate to do this. If you guys are already like, good at meditation, can do it really easily, that's fine too. You don't have to do this whole meditation deal, but chances are you're going to want to. Okay, so you're going to picture this ball of white, bright light. It's warm, it's comforting. This is source. Okay, this is divine, this is God, however you identify with our, universal energy. I truly believe it's all the same thing, but however you identify it, not my throat chakra acting up. Excuse me, spirit. Okay, can we just... Okay, so picture that bright white light. It's warm, it's comforting. You're going to allow that light to expand above you, and it's going to embrace you. It's going to engulf you like a little egg or in a bubble. You're going to use that as kind of a light shield. It's going to be something that protects you. You're going to feel it as it covers you. You might be able to see it. Okay, think about, what does it feel like? What does it taste like? What do you sense? What do you hear, see? Really tapping into your senses. And I am going to start to do a lot more workshops around these things so that you guys can really get connected with yourselves, because you guys, the benefits of being disconnected are so good. So good. I literally cannot explain to you guys enough how my connection with my guides has helped me just in life to go through whatever I need to go through and get things done and understand what's happening in not only my world, but the world around us and like the way I fit into it. Okay. Another message we have here, it says loosen your grip. We also kind of talked about this on the channel message in TikTok. It says coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. That's crazy. I didn't even know it said the word addiction because we talked about that a lot too. A lot of us are getting rid of our addictions. A lot of us are noticing things that have come up in our life that we realize we are addicted to. Okay? And some of you guys might be shaking your head right now like, oh, I don't think I have any addictions. If you're here, it's definitely worth considering. Okay? Codependency is a type of addiction. Okay? Is there somebody who is there like a trauma bond that you have, somebody that you can't quite get rid of out of your energy? You know they're not good for you, but you have to get rid of it. Is there something that you're doing? Are you eating too much? Are you drinking too much alcohol? Are you addicted to, you know, being inside, not getting enough sunlight? Are you addicted to, you know, eating foods that are bad for you, like you binge on them and they make you feel good, but then you feel like crap after, like all of those things. I also pulled this numerology card, 55. Master number 55. Yes, baby. It's about to be an adventure. Listen. We are being called to, for one, this card is blue, and that's really associating with the throat chakra. And I think as we're talking about addictions, I think it's really important that, I think some of us have blockages. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody actually literally holding their throat. I think there are a lot of blockages that probably are coming from past lives as well, but it's always good to know about them. There are blockages in our throat chakras that are not allowing us to see our actual truth and be able to speak up about our truth to ourselves or to our guides or to whoever it needs to happen with, right? So it says, let God in, let spirit in, let divine in, let your spirit guides in there to help you realize, open up your crown chakra so that you can realize whatever it is that you are dealing with, whatever addictions you might have that are blocking you from being your greatest self, that are blocking you from going on this grand adventure or understanding life as a grand adventure rather. Okay? Beautiful messages. I'm really glad and grateful for all of you guys and for spirit, like just to be able to give these messages, because they have been getting very profound lately. So again, let me know how this is resonating with you guys. I'm gonna pull one more card. Lost lands. This is a good one. It says lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before, okay? Especially for all of you guys who are struggling to step into your gifts. You're a little bit hesitant. I'm seeing a little girl. That doesn't mean you have to be a woman or a girl, but I'm seeing a little girl, and she wants to step into like the water, but she keeps just like dipping her toe, and then she like comes back and she has like her hand in her mouth. I think maybe some of you guys are dealing with inner child work as well. That's also been a huge theme that we've been talking about lately. Okay, but I think a lot of these soul memories and gifts are coming back to us, especially through dreams. If you've been dreaming about anything that kind of looks like this, if you've been astral projecting anywhere that looks like this, it's for a reason. This is a confirmation. You're a starseed. You're a starseed, okay? Lost lands, soul memories, gifts. We're having flashbacks. You might be visited from some light beings. You might just have this sense, start doing these things, maybe reading tarot, maybe doing other forms of divination, rune reading, things like that, really improving on these gifts that you never even knew that you had, but they're just popping up. And if they haven't yet, I want you to ground yourself. I want you to work on crown chakra and third eye activation and see how they just fall into your life, because they will. They will. You've done this before. That's the message I'm going to leave this on, is like, you have done this before. You are an infinite being. You have had, some of you have had hundreds and thousands of lifetimes, not just here on Earth, but on other planets, as creatures, as, other light beings. There is so much soul wisdom in you. There's so much soul wisdom in you, and it's just waiting to be tapped into. It's just waiting to be remembered. So this is a reckoning. My guides just said reckoning. This is a reckoning. This is for you to remember. This is a wake-up call. You're a light worker. You're a star seed. The path that you're on, you're supposed to be on it. Your purpose, it's coming. Your purpose, it's coming. Don't feel like it's something that you have to find. Think about it like something you have to discover. Okay? You've done this before. This is not the first time that you've been mystical in your lifetime. This is not the first time you've done divination, tarot, pendulum, runes, magic. Some of you guys are witches. Like, this is not the first lifetime that you've done this. Okay? So this is a confirmation for you guys. I'm really, really excited that my guides and your guides have allowed me to give you guys this message. And I really am wishing you lots of love and light. And I'm holding space for all of you to be able to heal the way that you need to heal, so that you can let your light shine the way that it truly is meant to. And I know that you guys will. I have a lot of faith. Okay? Let me know how this message resonates, and you guys take care of yourself. I will see you guys in the next video or around the internet somewhere. Bye, guys. Oh, and just so you know, I'm finishing this video at literally 1:11. It's 1:11. Oh, it's 1:12 now, but okay. Well, I'm not going to show you, but it's 1:11. And I started the video at 1243, and you know that's who this is. If you guys have been seeing the numbers 1243, or maybe if you're just feeling called, go look up what angel number 1243 means. That's for you. Okay, take care, guys. Bye.